decided to go on this trip because I'm very interested in European culture and it's so different from how it is back home.
Well, I think what really sold me the first time seeing the presentation was the prehistoric caves. I was like, ooh, I need to see that.
I decided to do this program because it seemed really fun and I wanted to explore France.
I wanted to improve my French, and I also just wanted to experience traveling without my parents and broaden my horizons.
It was kind of on a whim.
She's like, well, I do this wonderful program, we go to France, and I think you'd be a good fit. And I'm like, sign me up.
I really like traveling, and I thought it was a good experience to meet new people and just get out of my comfort zone a little bit.
To finally explore outside of my country, America.
It was kind of a treat to myself, just doing this right out of high school. I feel like I just had to do it to get that experience.
I think it's a very important experience to travel to other countries and to see what they have to offer in terms of culture and history. As well as the fact that I just kind of wanted to meet people and do something exciting.
My favorite place was the Chartres Cathedral. It was the very first place we went to, the day we got to France.
It was just such a experience, just being in the U.S. or my entire life, and then just seeing something totally new to me.
That was the moment I realized I was really in France, and it was just really incredible.
I think I'd have to say Saint Suzanne, just because of the overall feel of the village was, I think, comforting. It was also very cute, pretty there.
My favorite place to visit was probably the beaches at Normandy because it felt like a little piece of home was meeting me back in France.
Probably the beaches we're at right now.
Chateau Amboise, because I really like seeing Leonardo da Vinci's house, and I think the city was really pretty, the village, and all the shops they had over there.
The shops were just really unique.
Probably the Chateau Amboise. The scenery, all of the artwork. The maze was pretty cool.
Here, because I saw that my sister came here when she went on this trip, and it looked really pretty. And I like that it's surrounded by water. It's only some times of the year.
I also really enjoyed going to the castles, especially the one where we had the Enlightenment Salon.
Like the pinky.
I thought it was really fun to get dressed up and watch everyone prepare for the debate.
I mean, it's all been really, really spectacular, but I think the best place we've been thus far was definitely the Roman ruins. Seeing the layers of architecture, the layers of human development that were there.
My favorite place so far has been the snail farm. I really liked it just because we got to eat food there, and I'm a foodie, so trying the escargot was really nice.
I really liked the snail farm because I had pretty much been looking forward to it since I first heard about it.
It was the Chateau of the Women, or Chamonceau, I think it was. It just had a very ethereal beauty to it.
What will I remember most? Probably the people.
I got really close with a couple people and I'm glad I did.
Probably the chateau, all of the architecture.
The way it feels, the way it smells, the way it's cool to go and see new things, the awkwardness of trying to scrape through a conversation on little to no French.
How different France is culturally from the United States is something that will stick with me a lot.
I'll probably just remember the conversations we've had, just hanging out in the game room and all the ping pong stuff.
What I'll remember most, I think, is actually maybe the experience of being there with the people, not necessarily so much just the various sites like the chateaus and things, but the experiences I've had there with the other students who are traveling.
In a smaller environment, it feels like we're more connected to each other.
It's kind of almost sensory overload, the amount of cool stuff we've done in such a short period of time.
Even with all the amazing stuff we're seeing, it feels even better to be bonding with people.
Close with a lot of people, and it was nice to hear other people's stories and make memories with everyone.
People have been spectacular. The food is spectacular.
It's really a good price for such an amazing experience.
The whole experience, and it's something that's going to stick with me the rest of my life, I think.